Wife leaves husband note saying she cheated, then hides under their bed to see his reaction. To make your day just that little brighter, subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to be inspired by these heartwarming stories every day. Comment "I subscribed" and we'll feature some of you in our next video. Marriage, while very controversial in this day and age, truly is still the ultimate end goal for most couples out there. Being so in love with someone to the point of willingly committing your whole life to them and only them romantically is something most people dream of experiencing. However, there is always a monumental risk involved in pursuing something as serious as marrying someone. Just because you think you know who they are in the beginning of the marriage, doesn't mean they really are the person they lead you to believe. You rely heavily on your marriage partner to convey their feelings about everything regarding the marriage, and when they fail to do that, it ends up being life-shattering most of the time. A wife learned this lesson in the most painful way possible. She decided to play a prank on her husband to test his loyalty in their marriage. He had been faithful all the way up to this point, with basically no signs of showing he wasn't faithful or unhappy in the marriage with his wife. However, once her little experiment concluded, she faced the shock of her life and immediately regretted ever deciding to follow through with what she believed to be a test her husband would pass with flying colors. Only the truly brave individuals out there with little to nothing to lose should attempt something as drastic as this. It all started with the wife in this story sitting down and reflecting on her marriage with her husband up to that point. Things were going remarkably well, almost a little too perfect if you will. While the fact that things were too perfect wasn't the main point of her deciding to pull a stunt like this, there's always the thought of things being too good to seem real. She decided to write a letter to her husband saying that she wanted to leave him. She emptied her mind of every thought that she could imagine, picking at even the smallest, most precise reasons as to why she wanted to leave, just so that the letter would sound believable. Saying things like, the love between them had gone away a long time ago, while going on to sprinkle the good things the marriage had here and there, only to completely overpower them with the harsh negatives the marriage also carried along. She spent weeks thinking about this letter and was sure to make every single word count and really tug at her husband's heart. When she was finally done writing the letter, she left it on her and her husband's bed so that when he came home it was in view. But what would the point of all this be if she just left her husband alone to read the letter? Why put all that effort and plan for weeks to not even see what his immediate reaction would be? That's why another part of this whole plan was to hide underneath the bed so that way she could see firsthand how her husband would react to her heartbreaking letter. And this is also the part of the plan that would severely backfire and cause her to get exactly what she wanted, but not even remotely close to the way she wanted to or expected. The wife waited a long time for her husband to come back home. The fact that she was deliberately waiting for him underneath their bed with nothing she could really do to pass the time probably made time go very slow. Eventually, she finally heard him come through the front door of their home. A few minutes after he arrived inside the house, he made his way into their bedroom at last. The wife could see his feet and felt her heart begin to pound in her chest once he stopped near the bed and see the letter on it. She was about to finally uncover the truth about how her husband felt about her and their marriage. He started reading his wife's letter out loud to himself. The tone of his voice was very neutral as he went over all the words. Then something very unexpected happened. The husband started laughing out loud. He pulled out his phone and made a call to one of his friends. On that call, he started laughing some more and explained to his friend that he was so happy the marriage was over, and that he'd been unhappy for quite some time now. Needless to say, his wife was absolutely destroyed by finding out how her husband truly felt about everything. She got what she wanted, but had destroyed herself in the process.